Hello everyone, and welcome to round number one, video number one of the Lean and Lengthen program. And today is, I think, most important because it's the foundation of Lean and Lengthen. There's no way to lean and lengthen out your body if you are not flexible. So this is my stretch video. This is a video of daily stretches that I have been doing for years. I've added some, taken away some, but this is an everyday stretch routine that I expect you to do every day once you start this program, before and after your workout. Now, since what we're going to do today takes about 15 minutes, I know that can be a long time to add to your workout, 15 minutes before and 15 after. So remember, like say if you hold a pose or each pose for a minute, which is a long time, that's gonna turn into almost a 30-minute stretch routine. So I would call that a deep stretch routine. So you'll do that sometimes on the days that you're really sore. There's a middle level of that where you do just a moderate level, maybe 30-second holds like today, or 30-second time for each movement. And it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes. But also, if you're in a hurry and don't injure yourself, but if your body's feeling warm and you don't have that much time, you can do a quick stretch and do, hold for 10 to 15 seconds, or just do the movement stretches, which I will try to specify as I go through this stretch video. But remember, we're leaning and lengthening ourselves out, and stretching is important. And this is video number one because it's that important. And remember, before and after each workout. Hopefully you enjoy these stretches. I'm gonna talk you through all this. Anyway, so first we're just gonna get our lower half loose. We're gonna start to loosen our lower half by rotating the hips. We're gonna put our hands on our hips and we're gonna rotate left about 10 times, okay? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you're wondering, this is the most embarrassing stretch that we do. We're going the other way, 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, big circles. Really get those hip flexors loose, get those hips going. This is all about your lower half. And now we're gonna bring our feet together and we're gonna interlock our hands and we're gonna twist. Don't forget to breathe through all of this stuff. And here I'm thinking 10 twists on each side. I'm talking out loud, so I don't even know how many twists I'm at now, but it's about 10 on each side, totaling 20 twists, okay? Focusing on my upper back, even my shoulders a little bit right now. Now I'm gonna keep my hands interlocked, keep those feet together, and we're gonna twist with the hands up above our head now. Still breathing. Now focusing on my shoulders more, my upper back. Armpit area. Lengthening and lengthen ourselves out, getting up on my toes, reach for the sky. Ooh, that feels good. All right, we're gonna rotate the neck about 5 times each way, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, we're gonna go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Deep breath. And now we're gonna reach for our toes. As we reach for our toes, we're not gonna bounce, we're not gonna bobble, we're just gonna hang and let gravity pull our body to the floor, okay? Our hands to the floor.
So just hang, dangle. Now as I'm hanging though, and we're gonna hang for about 30 seconds, I am slowly trying to get a little bit lower and lower to the floor. I'm not stressing myself, but I am putting a little pressure on my hamstrings to get to the floor. All the while breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good.
Up slow. Now we're gonna spread the legs. We're gonna put our hands on our knees. We're gonna get low, kind of like a basketball or any sport defensive position. And now we're back and forth, straightening that opposite leg, extending all the way through, putting a lot of tension into the groin area, and we're getting our groin, our hip flexors loose, back and forth. And it's another one, about 10 on each side, about 20 total. If you're not here with me to count, hopefully on a special day you'll have all these stretches memorized and you'll never have to watch this video again. Good, now we're gonna go to a frog's pose. One of the best and one of my favorite poses that was ever invented in life, okay? You should just chill in this pose for about a minute every day if you don't do any other stretches. So we're just to the floor. spread those legs. We're gonna rest our weight on our elbows. And even as I do this, I'm gonna send my hips just slightly back to my heels, putting more pressure on my groin area and my pelvic floor. Very nice. Don't forget to breathe. About 20 seconds. Good. Good. Now we're gonna go to our back, flat on our back. We're gonna start working on that lower back area a little bit. Legs also. We're gonna lay flat on our back and pull our knee to our chest one at a time. As you bring that knee up, you're pulling down into your abdomen, okay? Down in, not up to your face. Don't stretch it out, just pull down. Nice and hard, not too hard. Don't break your leg. I've seen it. Good, again, remember about 20 seconds. 30 seconds if you want the deep stretch, then you'll do all this stuff for a minute, remember. We're gonna go to the other side, and that right leg in. Again, pulling down into your abdomen. Into the nose and out through the mouth of the breathing. Into the nose and out through the mouth of the breathing. Very good, about 20 seconds. Extend out, release the tension. Now bring both legs in, and we're gonna bear hug these bad boys and grab opposite elbows. Again, pulling those knees into your abdomen, nice and hard to where you feel pressure on your lower back just a little bit. Oh, that feels good. Really good. You see how we have grabbed opposite elbows. Sometimes it's good to switch hands also, so you don't create imbalance over time. Just flip the position of my hands. I'm still grabbing opposite elbows. I'm just doing it with my hands overlapping each other in the opposite way. Good. I don't have room because of this wall, so I'm gonna just scooch forward just a little bit. Still keeping the knees tucked. Arms out to the side now, and we're gonna roll back and forth. Really getting that lower back loose. Back and forth. Also one of my favorite stretches. A go-to if you aren't going to do anything else. Your lower back is your most prone to injury, so it's also the most underworked muscle that there is. So, you know, both these things go hand in hand. Most underworked muscle, and it's injured the most. Do the math. Now we're going to hold to one side. Whew. And we're going to take. I'm holding to the left. I'm going to take my left hand and hold my legs down. While my right arm, if you're not doing anything movement-wise, which I'm going to show you right now, do your best to keep this right shoulder flat. But because I like to add a little shoulder mobility to this stretch, I'm going to trace the floor around and then back to my hip. Actually, let me get these weights out of the way. Sorry. Around and back to my hip. Around, tracing the floor, back to my hip. Getting those shoulders loose. Around, back. We're going to go one more time. Getting the shoulders loose while you're loosening up your lower back. Dynamic stretch. Good. And we're going to go to the other side now. Rotate to the other side. Remember, that arm is staying flat if you just want it to stay there. But we want to get those shoulders loose. So we're holding down with our right arm, holding these legs down, and we're going to trace the floor with the left. Ooh, that feels good. I actually had a issue not too long ago with my shoulder. And this is one of the things I was doing every day. Very effective. Very effective stretch. This wasn't the only thing I'm doing, but it is one of them. And I'm happy that I went there. Ooh, lower back and shoulder mobility. Loving it. Don't forget to breathe. All the while, don't forget to breathe. Good. Now from here, gonna slide back. See these dumbbells again. You're on your butt. You're gonna reach out for those toes. More hamstring stuff. Hamstring is very important. Ooh, don't forget to breathe. The better you are at breathing, the more flexible and more relaxed you're gonna be in your workouts and outside of your workouts. Remember, this is one of those today that we're gonna hold for about 30 seconds, but if you can do this pose for about a minute every day, you're gonna be living your best life. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. I don't know if I said in the introduction, but like I said, this is a combination of stretches that I learned playing baseball as a youngster and even a grown man, stretches from college, yoga classes I've taken, and a combination of all these things into what we now have in Kalen's and Cato's Lean and Lengthen program, okay? So now if you've ever taken a yoga class, I'm sure you've done a Sphinx or a Cobra before. We're gonna call it a Cobra because I think it sounds more manly. Elbows underneath your shoulders, starting here, and you're gonna raise up just enough to feel tension in your lower back. And you're gonna hold that position. Again, 20 to 30 seconds. If you're looking for that deep stretch, if all you're gonna do today is stretch and you want that ultra recovery, you're gonna hold all of these poses for about a minute, even longer. You can go 2 minutes, 3 minutes if you're completely out of your mind. And now we're gonna bring the hands back, push up, hands underneath the shoulders, directly underneath the shoulders, and then we're gonna push up now, upward facing dog. Lots of breathing, roll those shoulders back. Send that heart out to the world. Lift that head up. Into the nose, out through the mouth. Good, again, about 20 seconds. Perfect. Now we're gonna pop up to a downward facing dog. As we're in the downward facing dog, I'm gonna pump those calves. I'm gonna pump my calves, driving my heels into the floor, really stretching those hamstrings, okay? Usually I do about 10 to 20 of these, depending on how I feel, how much time that I have. Again, base it on how sore you are, how much time you have, how intense your workout was or is going to be. Good. Now we're gonna bring the right leg up for momentum, and then we're gonna bring that right leg inside, bow it inside, right knee to right elbow, slide back, and rest in our forearms for a pigeon. In the beginning, not everybody will be able to do this stretch. I've run into those that can, run into those that can't. It's a tough stretch. You need to be pretty used to it, but great for your groin, for your glute, for your lower half, even for your shins, whole ankle area, for your legs in general. Just one of the best stretches there is. And remember, let gravity pull you to the floor. Don't fight gravity. Don't hold yourself up. Just let it work. Good. And then we're gonna sit up. I know I talked for a long time. That was probably longer than 30 seconds, but that's okay. Now we're just gonna sit up. We're gonna chill out. Same position. Letting gravity pull our pelvis to the floor. Stretching the quad back here on the back side. Glute over here on my front side. And now we're gonna pull this back leg from the inside and really dig into the left quad. If your right leg's out in front, now we're stretching that left quad. You can pull on that thing as hard as you want without injuring yourself. That's nice. Good, and now we're gonna pop up back into the downward facing dog. Instead of pumping the calves this time, we're just gonna drop the right knee in and put pressure on our left toe and pressing our left heel down into the floor, stretching the left hamstring. About 10 seconds each one. Then I'm gonna switch. Now, bend my left knee, dropping my right heel back, stretching the right hamstring. Oh, that's nice. And then back to a downward facing dog. Now up opposite side, left leg up for momentum. Bow that left knee inside to the left elbow. Slide back and rest in your forearm. Now, once you got this stretch down and you're doing this every day, don't get comfortable. I get into this mode too. I just get comfortable with where my leg lies, but eventually you want to start pushing this thing forward, sliding this leg back, really attempting to get more flexible every day, okay? Every day we want to be a little bit more limber or mobile than the previous. We're gonna sit up now, still breathing. Concentrate on this groin area up front. Concentrate on that quad area in the back. Now we're gonna pull that back leg towards us. More quad. Don't forget to breathe. Remember, I'm pulling from the inside, wrapping around with my hand. Opposed to outside, not like that. Pull from the inside right in here. Good. Now we're gonna come out of that. Hold the downward facing dog just for a second, and then we're gonna walk the hands back to our feet. Walking, walking, walking.
And as we walk, I want you to just stay down there. Stay hanging. And you'll notice that you are a lot closer, or you're on the floor, a lot closer to the floor than you were in the beginning when you hung. That's because you've done 3 or 4 different hamstring stretches, and you're so much more loose now. Like remember when we started the drill, I was here when I just hung. Now I'm for the floor, feeling real good. Now I'm gonna come up slow.
Deep breath. Back to some movement stuff. We're gonna take our hands out in front of us, and now we're gonna concentrate on our joints and rotator cuffs, okay? Hands out in front, we're gonna pretend that we're gripping softball-like objects, and we're gonna twist, just like this. Breathing the whole time. Focus on the elbows, shoulders, rotator cuffs, loosening those joints. Good, now chest height. Still breathing. About 10 twists at each level. We're gonna go one more level after this. Up top now. 45-degree angle, not all the way up here, out in front. Twist, still softballs. Breathe. Good, arms out to the side now. We're gonna keep twisting. Still focusing on those shoulders, on those elbows. Get that body loose, get that body ready. I'm gonna step forward a little bit because I'm gonna start arm circles. And we're gonna go arm circles forward. Baby circles, just like this. Palms down. And then we're gonna get gradually bigger. And now we're at medium-sized circles. Concentrating on those shoulders. Getting our upper body loose. And now we're gonna go as big as we can. We're going to big, giant PE class, elementary school circles, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Good, have some fun with it. Keep breathing. Now we're gonna go backwards, still palms down. Baby circles. Gradually getting bigger and bigger. Now we're at about medium-sized circles. And then you take it to those PE circles, you get as big as you can. Big, giant circles. Oh, that feels good. I actually already worked out today, and this is a post-workout stretch for me. This is amazing. Good. Now we're going right into back slaps. Right over left and left over right, or whatever one you chose first. Right over left and left over right, really slapping that back, okay? And if you're about to work out and you're warming up, you probably want to get some side steps going. Start sidestepping because you want to get your body moving. You want to get that blood flowing. The more blood flow you got, the less likely you're going to get injured, period. The less likely you're gonna get injured. That's just the name of the game, and that's just the way it is, okay? And because I like to stretch so much, and your neck's so important, and it's so precious to me, we're gonna rotate the neck again, one more time, about 3 times this time. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3, good. Other way, 1, 2, and 3, very nice. Like I said, we like before, I not too long ago did a little something to my shoulder, and I've been doing a lot of shoulder things to fix it. So just a couple more shoulder things before we end our today's stretch routine. We're gonna go into scarecrows, and we're just gonna rotate forward at the shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Namaste. Here we go. So, throughout the program, I will add other little stretches that we can, I'll show you what to do as we move forward. But that is my basic level stretch video that you were supposed to do every day, the day you start this program, okay? This is video number 1. The most important video of this program as far as lean and lengthen goes. This is Kaylin Norton, AKA Kato Train Me Please, Kato, and I'm out. I will see you next time for the first workout video.